January night, two teams were fighting to go to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. It was late in the fourth quarter, with 5 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game. The two teams were the Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland led 20-13 with that amount of time left. The Broncos were 98 yards away from a touchdown and a chance to tie. Their hopes seemed crushed, but then number 7 stepped on the field. He was the king of comebacks, the guy with the golden arm, the guy who could bring them back. His name was John Elway. Elway marched the team down the field until they were 5 yards away, and then with 37 seconds left, threw a laser beam of a pass into the receiver's gut for the touchdown. The Broncos later won in overtime. John Elway is an exciting player because of his ability to turn nothing of a play into something. His late-game heroics and late-game wins gave him the nickname Comeback Kid. Elway is considered to be one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. He started an NFL record 5 Super Bowls and is considered to be one of the greatest leaders because of his drive to never give up until the clock says 0. John was born on June 28, 1960 in Port Angeles, Washington. And according to a writer of Wikipedia, he grew up in states such as Washington, Montana, and then California. He finished high school in Southern California at Granada Hills High School, where he was highly recruited right out of high school. He was drafted right out of high school by the Kansas City Royals. He then chose to go to Stanford University for college, where he set a Pac-10 record 77 touchdown passes, later then broken by Matt Leinart. In a conference before the 1983 draft, a writer for Sports Illustrated quoted, "He's the best quarterback I've ever seen play college football." In the 1983 draft, Elway was drafted by the Baltimore Colts in the first round, first pick, but then was traded to the Broncos because he did not like the management. During his 16-year career with the Broncos, Elway set many records, including his 47 fourth-quarter comebacks, his 5 Super Bowl starts, his attempts for the Broncos, passing yards, touchdowns, and then total yards for the Broncos. He was the MVP of the NFL in 1986, and then the MVP of Super Bowl 33 in 1999. He ended his career with 2 straight Super Bowl victories. Early in his career, Super Bowls were his worst games. These included losses to New York 39-20, to Washington 42-10, and then to San Francisco 55-10. The last game against San Francisco, according to NFL.com, was the worst loss in a Super Bowl ever. It was the largest margin of victory for San Francisco and defeat for the Broncos. In the last 2, he shined brighter than any player on the field, including a win over Green Bay in 1997 and then a win over Atlanta the following season. He was named the MVP of the win over Atlanta. According to Sports Illustrated February 1st, 1999 issue, he had 336 yards passing with 1 touchdown pass and then 1 rushing touchdown. His leadership has been good not only to his teammates, but to kids and the entire state of Colorado. He started the foundation to prevent child abuse. He even cut his own salary to make cap room so the Broncos could sign better players to make the team better. He showed people that the game is not over until the clock says 0, and to keep going no matter how hard it is and how far you are behind. Elway is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. He has leadership and desire to be the best. He has thrown 300 touchdown passes and won 2 Super Bowls to highlight his amazing career. He also has 47 comeback wins in the fourth quarter, which is an NFL record. He exemplified leadership by showing us to never give up and to not let go of your goals or dreams. He showed that because his ultimate goal or dream was to win the Super Bowl. It took him 15 years to do it. He had major dedication toward that subject. He also won it the very next year. He showed you should never give up. He was a leader to his team, the state of Colorado, and to everybody who wanted to be the best.
Is that it?